Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the success of your program, as completing some expectations will give you dynasty points that you can use to shape your dynasty blueprint. Welcome to staged recruiting. Like previous years, recruiting follows three important stages. Stage one is adding players to your recruiting board where you can gain intel on their values and what they want from a school. It is important to make the right offer to the right players. Each player has their own NIL expectations. Offering more than their expected NIL could give you a weekly bonus, but offering less than expected could give your school a negative influence hit. Stage two begins once you're in a recruit's top five, and this is when you begin selling your program to them. One key difference this year is that as a part of your scholarship, you can give recruits NIL, which may give you weekly bonuses if it meets the recruit's valuation. Finally, stage three is all about closing in on a recruit by hosting them on campus and emphasizing your school's specific strengths to get a commitment from them before signing day. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Sentinels and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And you dream about the season starting and what might happen, and you kick the ball out of bounds right off the bat. Everybody just settle down. We got a long season to go. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Doing it himself again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looking for space. It's Bentley. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there.
And the Sentinels will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The give. Makes one man miss. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right. Ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Right down the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Offense in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Carr on play action. Quickly complete. Runs through a man. He might have some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing, Carr unloads to the right. It's complete. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the 4th quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Grab behind the line. It's Williamson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. To the air, it's Gunderson. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Sentinels decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. This time it's complete. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Making side adjustments here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Big fullback's got it. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Sentinels line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the 1st half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. C.J. Carr firing again. Pocket breaking down. Got it! And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Carr makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll do it himself. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with Southern Mississippi taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Golden Eagles, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
And the Sentinels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll try it again. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Goes to the option. He'll keep it on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Gunderson. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On the option, it's Gunderson. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Sentinels send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Quick release on the RPO. Runs through the tackle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Here's a little room there. Gets away from 1. He's got space. He now has 85 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Running inside, it's Williams. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback keeps it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On the option. He breaks a tackle. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Gunderson. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Sentinels will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give is to Williams. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Throwing, Carr. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Handoff to the single running back. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 6th play of the drive coming up. Play action, Carr. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The give is to Williams. He's knocked down and nothing doing. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sentinels offense comes out to start this drive. So this offense has done nothing, no points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 2nd down, the read to the right. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Fitzpatrick. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll go right back to it. Finding some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Williams. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Went right back to him, and again, he is denied. It's 3rd and goal. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. Lot to play for.
That's A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly...
Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. He is obviously very excited. He has waited a long time for this opportunity. He came to this university when he was just 18 years old as a player, and now he will lead his team out of the tunnel as the head coach. It is a dream come true, and his emotions are very high. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a... So Rutgers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Working that left side now. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mogor, sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him, the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Play fake, Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Scarlet Knights offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Out to run this offense, A.J. Serace. And what a matchup it's going to be because Leonard Moore is one of the top cover guys in all of college football. Using his legs, it's Raymond. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to move them on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr rushes on him. Slips a tackle. On the move and looking deep. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The keeper on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They'll try the counter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Raymond. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Here's a heat. Buried before he could blink.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Running inside, it's Mobley. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. The give is to Williams. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the missed connection on third down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They'll try the outside to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The give is to Williams. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Carr on play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Duff. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Scarlet Knights have it with the 1st round. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Raymond. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Fighting Irish called their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here's Carr to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air, it's Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. To the air again, Carr. Caught near the sticks, it's Gilbert. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Nice move to keep running. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Carr. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. And they get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Piscataway. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a two-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Notre Dame right back to the line. They feed him again. Maybe a crease. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Play action, Carr. It's complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. It's Mobley. Past the 40. And they're able to get him on the ground. Line getting set on second down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Play fake, Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a fourth and short. Fourth down, Carr. He's got it down the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be brought down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Carr from the gun on third down. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. And they fail to hook up on third down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Running inside, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here comes the hurry up. Back to the ground with the running back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Got his man down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Williams. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Play action, C.J. Carr. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking left. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. There's some room. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Scarlet Knights have this offense rolling. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Duff. Plows through the defense. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Steamrolls his way ahead.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And they're back within a score here in the fourth.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Tackle is made at the 20. The 3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and
there he goes. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Carr on play action. Got his man. That'll be a first down and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the UCLA Bruce Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, it has been a few up and down years, a lot of drama for UCLA. After Chip Kelly left, there hasn't been much stability, but let's see if Bob Chesney is the guy to get UCLA back on track and make some noise in the Big Ten. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bruins ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. A little screen to the running back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Play action, Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Bruins offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Play fake, Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Barres. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Bruins call timeout, it's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. The give is to Williams. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. 4th down, Carr. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this offense gets nothing done on tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Play action, C.J. Carr. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The option, the keeper. Breaks into the open. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls it and runs it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Carr. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The run inside. It's Knight. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Iamaleava. Got his man out of the backfield. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll line up for a second down play. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Plucks it out of the air. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And the third down pass is incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Carr makes the grab on the left.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And here's the third interception of the night. Lowers those pads. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Knight. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Bruins want to move quickly.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
The Bruins are facing third and inches. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And here comes the punt team. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Throwing, Carr. They're working that left side. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Listen,
he hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Oh, my God. Just plowing ahead. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing a 3rd down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. To throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of ball.
Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so...
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a little grass. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. They get to him as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava pulls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's Knight. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Knight. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on 2nd down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Sends it back in motion. Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Man, this guy has an absolute bomb for a leg. You see the contact? It just sounded different. It sounded like an explosion coming off of his foot, puts it through the uprights. There's NFL teams watching this game. They're jotting down this dude's name right now because that is an NFL Sunday leg.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Play action. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Wants to bring it back. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Running inside, it's Williams.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here's Carr to throw. Fires left. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The run inside. It's Knight. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Bruins will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. Defense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Play action, Carr. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Breaks the tackle. Caught, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing, Iamaleava. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And with the play after picking up the first. Got his man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now from inside the red zone. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Throwing right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys delivered.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David